Are you wondering how you can pump out more YouTube content, stay consistent, and save a ton of time? If so, you're in the right place. Today we're jumping into just that. We're talking about how to create far more videos in way less time. Let's jump in. So first on the list is to be sure you're keeping a list of content ideas. The biggest tip I can give you within this tip is to, within your notes section on your phone, within like the notes app on your phone, if you have an iPhone or whatever other type of phone you have, pick a notes app, whatever. And I go ahead and title that like note video ideas. As I'm going throughout my day, if I'm in the shower, if I'm in my quiet time with God and he drops some knowledge on me on a video to do, I will put that inside of that notes folder. That way I'm not scrambling, I'm not all over the place, etc. when it comes to actually putting those ideas inside of my content calendar. So the next mini tip, micro tip inside of that tip is to keep a content calendar. Me and my team literally live by our content calendar. It is super important for us and it saves us so much time because that way when it comes to filming day, we're not scrambling to figure out what the heck we're gonna be filming. We already know it's already in there. It is organized, honey, and we're good to go. Okay, so I take those content ideas from my notes and I will add them over into my content calendar for me to go throughout the entire workflow process that I currently use, which is like scripting, which is editing, which is SEO, which is titles, all that stuff. We go through that entire process. But the number one tip here is to just be sure that you are keeping a running list of content ideas. And just also micro tip, but a bonus micro tip inside of this tip is to be sure, that's something we tell our clients, that you always have at least 50 content ideas on you at all times. At all times, okay? Like always be in that content creation. What idea can I create here? What are my people struggling with that I can create a video to help them with? Always be in that kind of mode and you'll always have content ideas, etc. So that's number one. Number two also revolves around our content calendar. I freaking love my content calendar, okay? But this second tip is to set your upload deadlines. And then from those upload deadlines, I then reverse engineer when everything else is due. So if a video is supposed to be going out on the 1st of, I don't know, January, maybe I need to be filming it the second week of December. That's just like a ballpark, I don't know. Maybe I need to be filming it the second week of December in order to even get it out then based on like my actual workflow. So that's just kind of a heads up, but that's something that we like to do is go ahead and like once we get our ideas into our content calendar, we then like to make sure that we have like the publish date as well as the upload deadline that needs to be in there. That way we can know, okay, when does editing need to be done? When does SEO need to be done? When does the thumbnail need to be done? When does filming need to take place? All of that. So then we reverse engineer everything from there. So that's number two. Number three, that's a huge freaking time saver, is knowing the shooting locations that you like to shoot in your home. So you can see I'm in my bedroom. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't love shooting in my bedroom, but the reason why I do is because this lighting in here is unmatched. Okay, this free natural lighting, nothing on it. Okay, so this room has the absolute best lighting, so I know this is usually a primary spot for me to film and I can like film at different angles, etc. But my bedroom is a really good spot to film. I also like to film at out there at like my bar stool area. Super nice. Sometimes if like the natural light is a little interesting looking, it's a little gloomy feeling, and if that's not the vibe of the video, I do like to kind of do something different. But that's another shooting space. And then as well on my couch, like I like to angle it a certain way, and I can shoot on my couch and also at my desk. So those are 4 different shooting locations that I like specifically for like sit down videos. Now what I will say is if it's vlogging, a huge time saver tip that I like to do, just a peace of mind tip, is to be sure I am cleaning up my house, because as I'm like vlogging around the house, I don't want to be like avoiding certain things, avoiding this pile of clothes or whatever. And I personally want to make sure that my house is nice and clean whenever I am vlogging. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? You may see a shirt hanging or something, whatever. But I want it to be clean just for my own sake. So I like to go ahead and clean in advance. So that's another micro tip inside of another tip. There you go. But know your filming locations that you would primarily go to that have good lighting or just like look good or whatever it is. Just like know where you like to film in advance before your actual filming day comes. Next tip is to prep your look before filming. So this is for us ladies, okay? Whenever it comes to filming, I feel like guys have it easy when it comes to YouTube videos because they don't put on makeup. You know, they just like do like that with their hair, brush it through a little bit, whatever. and we do so much more, okay? So we have makeup, we have hair, we have clothes. Obviously guys wear clothes. You know, you get my drift, okay? You get the point. So anyway, what I like to do in advance is if there is something that I can, this is a personal tip, okay? If there is something that I can kind of set it and forget it when it comes to my look, I like to do that. And so eventually one day I'm gonna get my eyebrows probably micro bladed, but for now what I do is I will go get them threaded, and then I will get them tinted. Then that tint lasts for like 2 weeks. That saves me time when it comes to putting on makeup, okay? Yes ma'am, thank you. Same also when it comes to lashes. These lashes that I have on right now are not the strip lashes, they are the individual ones. I will show you guys like all of that so you can have it, but these lashes usually last like 2 weeks. And so again, that's a huge time saver when it comes to especially constant content creation, to be able to just have that part done, because my eyebrows and my lashes can take like 12 to 15 minutes sometimes, and that's if I'm like chilling, okay? If I'm rushing, I can get them done in like, you know, 6 or 7 if we're being generous. So anyway, that's something I like to do, as well as my hair. I like to know, like before filming day even happens, I like to know what my hair is gonna look like, okay? If my hair is already done, like I just got my hair done yesterday, we good, we're done. Now, if I'm wearing Sally the wig or another wig or whatever, I like to go ahead and have her prepped before it is actually time to film as well. Again, just another huge time saver that is really, really awesome. Also, along with this is prepping your look, is I like to go ahead, especially if I'm batch shooting, which is actually the next point, so there it is. But I like to go ahead and pick out my outfits so I know what I'm gonna be wearing as I'm going. So clothes, eyebrows, lashes, know what my hair is about to do, and we're good. So I just like to prep my look. Again, that's a very personal one, but just in case it's helpful for you guys, want to be sure to mention it. Next one is to script / outline your video in advance. Okay, I do not want on filming day for me to have to be like outlining and scripting my video and filming the video in the same time. No, like I like to like literally batch script or batch outline all of my videos, not all of them, but like a good majority of them at one time. That way when it comes to filming day, all I'm concerned about, all I am focused on is actually filming the video. So that's another tip for you. Next tip, like I kind of said before, is to clean your space at minimum at the night before, like the night before. Again, it does not have to be spotless. It doesn't have to be like, you know, whatever, but clean it to your standard that you are comfortable with inviting people into your home, because you're inviting people from the internet into your home, into your space. And so clean it up to your standard that you are good with. And so I personally like to go ahead and clean my space at minimum a night before. I typically like to go like clean it on like a Thursday. Usually my filming days are on Fridays and Saturdays. That way I can just be good, be done. And also it's really been helping me to just keep my place clean, so I don't have to have like this like massive 2-hour cleaning spree, which sometimes, you know how it can be sometimes. So anyway, that's another tip too, is to keep your space clean, keep your desk area clean. Wherever you're gonna be filming, go ahead and clean up that space before you film. Next thing, this is huge, is batching at least 2 videos at one time, okay? Now, caveat here, I used to try to batch like 4 or 5 videos at one time. By that like 4th video, your girl was tired and it was very visible, and the videos were like, okay, like, right, you know what I mean? And so anyway, I personally like to at least batch 2 to 3 videos in one sitting. Why? Because I already got my face done, honey. My hair is already done. My space is already clean, and I am prepped. And so, especially if I'm already in the content creator mood, content creator zone, I kind of want to stay in that and really leverage that time while I'm there. Because sometimes I'm like, I don't feel like creating content. So I want to be able to get as much in as I possibly can. And so typically I can get 2 to 3 videos in before I start losing steam. And so biggest suggestion here is to batch your content, but not over batch it, okay? I don't personally recommend batching more than, I would say more than 4 videos in one sitting can be a little difficult. But if you can do it, boo, more power to you. But personally, I would go for 2 to 3 in one sitting. But I literally try to really never just shoot 1 video at one time unless I'm rushing off somewhere, unless it's a vlog or something like that. So the next tip is, and this is a huge tip that has saved me so much time and so much mental capacity, okay, is right after I get done filming, I will upload my footage onto my external hard drive and onto like my editing system. Either way, wherever you upload your clips, in order for them to be edited and you organize them, I go ahead and upload them there. So upload them to whatever folder, platform, whatever. We use a system called Frame.io for me and my video editor. And so I will literally create the folder, create the B-roll, create the main clip folder, create the B-roll folder, and add everything in there right after I film. And the reason why is because I have a crap ton of memory cards, and if I am filming a lot, like say I'm filming on Friday and then I'm filming again on Saturday, the memory cards can get all scrambled. I don't even know where the freaking clips are and stuff like that, and that is never a good situation. And then you don't want to forget like videos you've already filmed that you just haven't put out there. And so I personally like to, right after I film, like right after I do the batch filming, I will go ahead and upload everything onto my external hard drive as well as onto Frame.io for my video editor. Next is when it comes to editing, I like to go ahead and pick my songs in advance. I personally use Epidemic Sounds. So me and my video editor, we have playlists that I have like picked out songs that I like. I put all of the songs that I like per category, because I have different categories. I have like a vlog one, I have a chill one, I have another one, I can't remember what it is. They're just like good songs or songs with like lyrics or whatever it is. But I go ahead and then I will have a time where I'm just listening to music, just like if there's something I like, something that I feel like would go good in a video, I will go ahead and take that and put that in that playlist. This saves us so much time, because whenever it's time to, whenever he's editing, he can just go in there and find one that like fits the vibe of the vlog, of the video, of whatever type of content it is. He can just go in there and grab it instead of having to be like, hey, what song do you want for this? Or, and then I have to stop and be like, oh, I want this. I have to go listen to, no, like it's all in there and we're good to go. I know that may sound like a teeny tiny tip, but I'm telling you that has saved me so much time too. Next is, speaking of a video editor, if you can, if you have it, I highly recommend, and if you don't truly enjoy editing, I highly recommend for you to outsource your editing. This has, oh my God, I can't even explain how much time this has saved me, y'all. So the other day, there was a video that I waited too long to send to him, and I needed to get it out, so I edited it myself. It literally took me 2 to 3 hours to get this video done and out and good to go. That's 2 to 3 hours I could be using to create more content, to be doing other types of content, to be doing other things. And so if you can, if you can afford to go ahead and outsource your editing, I highly recommend you to do so. Again, it saved me hours of time, and it's helping someone else within their business. So like super cool, kind of like this like whirlwind effect or whatever we're gonna call it. Next thing, this is gonna seem a little counterintuitive, but the next thing is to take creative breaks, okay? You as a creator, you need breaks. Like your brain is not designed to always be pumping out all this new stuff. You need creative breaks, like overall. So like doing this has helped me not burn out, because me taking a break is so much less time than what it really looks like for me to burn out and I'm out for months, versus if I just take like a week to 2 weeks or even a month. You know what I mean? Like off for a creative break versus me burning out for 8. And so anyway, take creative breaks, give yourself just some breathing room, some space to just, you know, relax or whatever, and you should be good to go from there. In the comment section, I want to know, what are some tips you have for saving time when it comes to your content? What are some things you like to do? And if you saw any or you heard any tips that were like, yes, that's good, I need to start implementing that, let me know down below in the comment section too, and how you plan to implement it for you and your channel. So anyway, you guys, if you want to take your content creation to the next level and you want to really learn how to leverage the power of YouTube and organic video content to really build your engaged online community and to build your evergreen marketing funnel to have consistent sales, okay? Not wondering where the next client is always going to be. If that's you, I highly suggest for you to come and join us in my Infinite Audience program. There's a free private training that really walks you through everything you need to know of what it looks like to work with us, as well as gives you a ton of value in terms of how to create content that your clients will love and that you will fall in love with as well. So if that's you, if you're interested, come check that out. I'll be waiting for you over there. All right, y'all, I love you so much. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, as always, I'm rooting for you and I love you to the moon and back. Bye, y'all.